Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of WrestleScope Live. Oh, hold on. I got to turn that down so I don't get in trouble. Welcome to the show. My name is John, and this is going to be a little bit different tonight because I'm putting the focus simply on one thing this evening, and it's to help out a friend. And it's not that often that I ask things of you guys, outside of, obviously, give a like, give a subscribe, everything else. But tonight I'm asking us to help out a friend. And hang on a second. Let me see if I'm able to. Can I do this? Trying to figure out how to do this on here. Hold on a second. I need to. Here we go. Got to add something onto TikTok. And I'm trying to think. Is there a way that I can actually pin that? No. All right. So I have a friend. Unfortunately, if you're watching on TikTok, when you get a chance, go look at the last TikTok that I posted tonight. Don't do it now, or do it now and come back. It explains everything. But, oh my goodness. Why? So AEW is going to be hitting Duluth, Georgia in a week and a half. Now, I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, this has nothing to do with me. But AEW is coming to Duluth, Georgia. And I have a friend on Twitter who I don't believe watches any of my live streams, which I'm okay with. I don't think she's watching, so she doesn't know. But I have a friend by the name of Heather that is a huge AEW fan, really wants to go to this show. But unfortunately, financially, they just can't afford tickets. She's been wanting to. She's told her husband, and I'm not going to get into the personal details here, but I want to be able to bless her with tickets to be able to go to that show. And I wish I was in a position to be able to just buy the tickets for her and give them to her. But as you guys know, I've shared with you, I'm just not in that financial position to be able to do that. So I am asking everybody that can, and if you can't, don't worry about it. This is a big ask, don't worry about it. But I'm asking my friends, and I'm putting it up here, to send $1, just $1 to my Cash App. If you want to send more, you can, but you don't have to. $1 to my Cash App. And what we're going to do is put the money together and hopefully be able to get her a couple of tickets. I mean, even if it's just these tickets, I don't think she'll care. She just really wants to go to the show. And I'll be honest, I've already kicked in $10 to this because I had $10 that was actually given to me by Cash App for a promotion they were doing, and it's just been sitting there. I wasn't going to do anything with it. So I kicked it off with that. Ernie, I'm just going to say Ernie. That's it. I'm not going to give the rest of the name. Ernie was nice enough to match. So we're already at $20 in there. So how much is it to go, Kate Meister? The tickets start at $29 plus fees. So you figure probably, we'll go take a look. Well, unfortunately, I can't do it on TikTok. I can't show you. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to I'm going to do this live on the screen on YouTube. Yes, I acknowledge that I need, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Tickets are, 33 and up. So bare minimum. Okay, we're looking here. Okay, so section 202 right here, as it scrolls in, even if we went to the top of the arena, we could get 2 tickets. Let's see how much the fees are. Okay, after fees and everything, it would be $80.90 for 2 tickets. And I'd have to figure out this whole Access Mobile ID thing. We'll probably just end up sending her the money for it. But you could see there, I guess that's the initial goal, is if we could get to $80, she'll get a couple of tickets. Let's see. Let's backtrack here. Let's add in general parking too, just to be nice. So we're looking at $90. 2 tickets and parking, $90. All right. So maybe we should say the goal is 100. The goal is, the bare minimum goal is 100. Okay. Now I stated this in my TikTok, and let me get off of this screen here. We'll put this back up. No, that's not what we want. That's what we want. What I'm going to do is on TikTok, I am going to, because I don't know if I don't think I can actually do it on here without actually physically showing my phone, which I could. But I am going to provide updates of every dollar that goes in. Like I said, my Cash App only had $10 in it from the $10 that was given to me by Cash App. So every dollar that comes in, 100% is going to go towards the purchase of tickets. If somehow, amazingly, we are blessed with an incredible amount of money, if you're not in the US and you want to do something else, we'll DM me. We'll figure that out. Okay, because I do have a couple of other things, but I'm just primarily I'm pushing the Cash App because I don't use it for anything. I use the other things I use for other stuff, but Cash App just kind of sits dormant. So I figured that was the easiest thing. But if you're somewhere that doesn't have Cash App, we'll figure it out. DM me, we'll work it out. But I will provide updates on TikTok showing you exactly what's in the account, how much is going out. After we get the ticket thing figured out, I'd like to get this taken care of by the end of this week, by Friday or Saturday, if possible. If there is a overabundance of money, what I will do is we'll leave it sit there in the Cash App, and I'll open it up that if there is somebody that is really in need that wants to be able to go to a show, obviously we can't pay for transportation or anything like that, but if there's enough money there, we'll gift and bless somebody with a pair of tickets to another show, because that's just what we do. We want to help somebody out. And Blake, like I said, if you can't, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't feel guilty. If you're not in a position to be able to do anything, don't feel guilty about it. I know times are tough for a lot of people. It's a difficult situation for many. I'm just, like I said, a couple of weeks ago when AEW came to Milwaukee, I wasn't going to be able to go. I didn't have the money to be able to go. And I was blessed to have a friend that had purchased tickets and invited me to go, and was able to take Jonah with me to his very first show. And we had a blast. And I want to be able to help somebody else out. I can't fully pay it forward by paying for tickets myself. I wish I could. If I was in a position to be able to do that, I would have already bought her tickets, and I wouldn't have talked about it on here. I just would have did it. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can get people to help out. If you're following me on TikTok, please like the video that I posted before this, talking about the situation. Comment, share it, stitch it, whatever, so we can get as many people seeing it as possible. If you know anybody that can help out, like I said, with just $1, I figure between subscribers here, people that are following me on Facebook, on Twitch, especially on TikTok. TikTok, I have 4,500 followers. If we just got 10% of those people to give $1 each, we'd be able to get her some really nice tickets for this show. And Heather is a person, I'm not going to share her Twitter information or anything else. She is a person that is always looking out for other people, trying to be a positive person for other people, and help them out in any way that she possibly can. And she really wants to go to this show. And as a wrestling fan myself, I completely understand that. So I want to help her in any way I possibly can. So see, yeah, that's awesome. Your aunt bought you tickets for Royal Rumble. Tickets aren't cheap. Even with I just showed you, with the $33 tickets, you add on the fees, it suddenly becomes $40 a ticket. I know here in Milwaukee, when I was looking at the Dynamite tickets, to get 2 tickets at the $29 level, $58 in tickets after fees, it was going to cost like $95. There was like $40 in fees for 2 tickets. It's crazy. And it's not the fault of any of these companies. It's, whether it's Ticketmaster or, whoever else, they got to make their money somehow. So they tack on the fees. That's how it works. So, I wish I could put this on my Twitter, but I don't want her to see it. That's the thing. I want us to be able to surprise her. And what it's going to be when, I'm confident we're going to be able to get this done. And when I'm able to present it to her, I'm going to say, listen, it's the WrestleScope family. It's not me. I'm the one that helped facilitate it, but it's the WrestleScope family that came together to be able to do this. So again, we're already off to a good start. Just within, an hour of this happening. Give me a second. I got to double check something real quick here. Hold on. Oh, okay. So our laundry room is right across the wall from me, and there's some stuff in the wash that has to get in the dryer right away. So I may have to jump up. If I'm on it still in 10 minutes, I'm going to have to jump up and go take care of this. So, again, if you're able to help out in any way at all, I would greatly appreciate it. And again, 100% of the money is going to go to tickets. None of it is coming to me. Like I said, I will even do a video and figure out a way to post it here on YouTube as well, that when I withdraw the money, I don't want to show who it's going to, because I just want to protect her privacy. But I'll figure out a way to show it so everybody can see. Allergy? Because no, it's just dry skin. That's all. If that's what you were asking about. Yeah, that way I want to be able to show everybody, because I know there's going to be people that are seeing my TikTok that don't know who I am. And are wondering. I know the people that are on YouTube, you guys know me. You've been in here long enough with me to know who I am. But for new people, I just want them to understand what's going on. So again, I wish I could show you guys on TikTok right now. But like I said, if you're watching my live on TikTok, thank you very much. When you get a chance, go to my last TikTok video and I explain the whole situation of what's going on. So, yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Hopefully we can do more of this. I really want to be able to do more of this kind of thing. Whoops. Whoa, wait, hold on. Sorry, didn't. Oops. That's what happens when you forget you're sharing your screen and you all of a sudden go to look at something. Fortunately, it wasn't anything bad. You just saw how many ridiculous messages I have in my email. Whoops. That was a big oops. So, oh yeah, that's week 2 of. Oh man, she'd be able to go see the barbed wire death match with Kingston and Jericho, because that's Fyter Fest week 2. Man, we need to get her to that show. I'd love to be able to go to that one. Man, that would be so cool to be able to see that. You know, unfortunately, again, we don't have to worry about transportation because she lives within driving distance of Duluth, Georgia. So getting her there is not a problem. It's just getting her the tickets. So again, you know, if you can help out at all, like I said, I'm just asking for $1. $1 from as many people as can help out. And maybe we could turn this into something bigger. Maybe we could turn this into something bigger down the road. I'm going to try to figure something else out here. I mean, I hate to try utilizing contacts to try getting free tickets, but you never know. Maybe I can. The worst thing that can happen is you ask and they say no. I mean, realistically, you know, what's the worst that can happen? You get told no. I'm a believer in just asking for things. There's nothing wrong. If you don't, I'm a former salesperson. So when you do sales for a living, you get used to people saying no to you. And if you're not afraid to get a no from people, whoops, all you can do is ask. You know, I have been amazingly blessed over the years with so many different things that I've been able to go to just by asking people and being sincere. And that's really all you can do. So I feel kind of bad that this is really the only thing I want to talk about tonight, but I want the focus to be on this tonight. So if, again, am I good friends with Tony Khan? No, I would love to be. I would just love to talk to him sometime. Eventually, someday, I mean, I know he does interviews, he does podcasts. I may just put the ask out there like, hey, I'd love to get TK on and talk about whatever he wants to talk about with AEW. The floor is his. The forum is 100% his. Let's just talk. And like I said, the worst thing that can happen is AEW Media Relations says no. Like, okay, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, all you can do is ask. That's all you can do is ask. Just checking my email here. See if, because I can't really pull up my email when I'm on the stream here. Yes, July 20th would be Fyter Fest. Well, technically week 2, because if you think about it, Rampage, even though it's taped on the same night, Rampage would technically be night 2 of week 1, this coming Friday. And so realistically, there's going to be 4 shows of Fyter Fest. Yeah, Michael, you're right. I would just love to pick Tony Khan's brain, because at the end of the day, he's just a Tony Khan and William Patrick Corgan. Because at the end of the day, both of those guys are just big wrestling fans. That's all they are. And yes, they're businessmen, but they're wrestling fans. And that's what makes them different. And that's what makes me really appreciate who these guys are. And Lucas, unfortunately, in a real life fight, I think Vince could take Tony Khan. No offense to Tony, but have you seen 76-year-old Vince McMahon? You know, have you seen him? Yeah. So have any of you guys been watching any of the new stuff that A&E has with WWE? They had the first episode of Rivals on tonight, where they talked about Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. And I mean, yeah, I knew that whole story already, but it was still kind of cool to see it. And now they're doing Legends with Kane. Or is this the other edition? Wait, hold on. Wait, which one is this? This isn't Most Wanted Treasures. Well, maybe it is Most Wanted Treasures. No, I gotta say, A&E is doing a fantastic job with these. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, I'm. But you know what? He may actually admit. You know what? You're right. Yeah, I may have just shot myself in the foot. Oh, you know what we need to do? Because I'm actually going to get out of here pretty quickly. But again, you know, if you guys are able to help in any way, shape, or form, I would greatly appreciate it. I really, truly would. If you have questions, Louis, you and I can talk. You know, we can DM each other about this. But if you have questions or whatever, just DM me. Just DM me, okay? And we can talk. All right. So we need to do the Iron Chic tweet of the day. Now, I actually owe you 2, because I forgot to do it last night. So I'm going to give you, I like this one. Because for any of you that were Sopranos fans, a couple of days ago, we lost the man that played Paulie Walnuts, Tony Sirico. I loved it. He was my favorite character on that show. This guy right here. And this is our first Iron Chic tweet of the day right here. And this is actually a clean one. Tony Sirico, you were the best walnuts on earth. I love you forever. Yep. Paulie Walnuts was great. Makes me want to go back and binge watch. And maybe I'll start doing that, binge watching The Sopranos again. Because I loved that show. I truly did. All right. So that's Iron Chic tweet of the day 1. Let's see. And I guess we could go with this one because it's kind of funny and relatively safe for everybody. which may be anti-Iron Chic, but here we go. So make a bold sports prediction. Hulk Hogan will always be a no good son of a bitch. And we get an appearance by the Macho King down here. So those were your Iron Chic tweets of the day here on WrestleScope. Yep, it's going to be a feature until he reaches out and calls me a jabroni and tells me to stop. Oh, yes, we have so much fun on this channel. Okay, so should we do a watch along tomorrow night of Raw? I don't know. The only thing I've heard about it so far is Brock Lesnar's going to be there. I don't know what they're going to do. It's probably going to be 3 hours of crap. They may have one good match in there, maybe two, but it's going to be a lot of junk tomorrow night again. Guaranteed. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be home for the beginning of the show. We'll see. Lucas with a great question here. Why is Miss Elizabeth not in the Hall of Fame yet? Simply because of the way she died. That's all it comes down to, is the way she died. I think it'll be another year or two before she goes in. She really should go in, and you just don't put a focus on the way her life ended. You put a focus on what she did in the industry. And she really was groundbreaking. You know, at a time where managers, it was male driven. She came in and was classy, was beautiful, and just everybody loved her. She was just loved by everybody. And, you know, when she went to WCW, yeah, you know, she sided with the NWO, but people still loved her. And then she just ended up unfortunately going down a terrible road, making some bad decisions. And, you know, who the other one is that's not in the Hall of Fame yet, that maybe, I don't know if they'd go in at the same time, as Lex Luger. You'd have to think at some point in time, Luger will be inducted. But he was the one that was in a relationship with Elizabeth when she died, and he has admitted they were using drugs together. And he's turned his life around. I mean, he's a born-again Christian now. He has cleaned himself up. He's had his own medical setbacks over the years, but he is a changed man. That is another guy that is on a very short list I have of people that I would love to interview. The amount of stories that he'd be able to come up with would be incredible. Or not come up with, but be able to share would be incredible. But he's another one that is not in the WWE Hall of Fame yet, and really should be. He really should be. I think eventually he will be. Exactly. The Crusher needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I am going to get that campaign going again to get the Crusher into the Hall of Fame in 2023. He needs to go in. If he's not, I'm shocked. I'm almost 100% sure that Ricky Steamboat is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Hold on. Yes, he was inducted in 2017. I was going to say, there was no way he's not in. No. 2017 for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Let's see. Raw tomorrow. We've got Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley Open Challenge, and Riddle versus Theory. Thank you very much, Blake. No, Macho deserved to go in by himself. He really did. Ooh, Eric. Wow. One person. Now, are we talking wrestling or anybody? In wrestling? Jeez. Mean Gene Okerlund. Mean Gene Okerlund, because he was the first personality that I remember as a child. I remember him in the old AWA doing the backstage interviews. That was the guy I remembered the most. And he was one of the ones that early on inspired me to get into broadcasting. I wanted to be kind of like Mean Gene Okerlund, because I thought it was really cool. The stories he'd be able to tell, the people he's met and worked with, and oh my goodness. I mean, he's literally worked with he worked with all the big names of, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I'm just sad that I never got to meet him in person. And he came to Milwaukee a lot. Even after he retired, before he passed away, he came to Milwaukee a lot, and I never got an opportunity to see him. That's actually a Funko Pop I want to get my hands on, is Mean Gene Okerlund. But yeah, I think if I got nailed down for just one person in wrestling, it would be him. And that's a hard one to nail down, because, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I mean, there's just so many. But yeah, Mean Gene Okerlund, for sure. Sure. Did I just say sure? Hey, maybe, we might have to keep that as an idea. Nah. He'd be too much of a jerk. Yeah, exactly. I loved, Michael, you're right. I loved watching AWA on ESPN when weekday afternoons, 3 p.m. when I skipped out of school. I would watch. It was AWA, and then for a while it was World Class Championship Wrestling and Global Wrestling Federation and so many other things. Country Boy Calhoun. Are you talking Haystacks Calhoun? Hold on a second. Whoops, almost forgot about that. All right, I'm back. Oh, Haystacks Calhoun. Okay. Yeah, so that was a great question, but Yeah, Lucas, I think we're going to have to do a stream on who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, because there's there's a pretty lengthy list of who should be in. There's obviously one extremely notable name that will never be in the WWE Hall of Fame. We know that for sure. But oh yeah, this is WWE Hidden Treasures. I love that show. I watched that first season and it was incredible. Some of the stuff that people have is amazing. That I wouldn't kill, but I'd get close to wanting to kill to get some of this stuff. So yes, we all know who will not be in the Hall of Fame. All right, I'm going to get going. It's almost 11 o'clock here, and it's back to work tomorrow. So thank you very much for tuning in again. Think about it. No pressure, folks. Absolutely no pressure. But if you're able to help in any way, shape, or form, like I said, to help get my friend to this show. Hold on, let me show it to you one more time. We're just looking for tickets. We're not looking for transportation. Just looking for tickets to get her to Dynamite, which will be Fyter Fest Week 2 in Duluth, Georgia. My Cash App is right there. I put it in the comments on TikTok. All you have to do is just watch the TikTok video from earlier. But again, 100% of everything donated is going to go for a pair of tickets for her to be able to go. And if we end up with an overabundance of money, it's going to be utilized to be able to bless somebody else down the road. So, Michael, thank you. You have a good week as well. Greatly appreciate that. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. We'll be back to the normal conversations tomorrow night. But it was nice to actually be able to talk about something away from the controversies of pro wrestling right now. I think so. I don't know. We'll talk about that tomorrow night. All right. Have a great night, everybody. We will talk to you tomorrow.